How nice are the translations in games? You put a name in the translator and you have 90% of the things done. And then there are those who seem to be playing sports to see who doesn't use Google Translate. Translation in video games is essential to make a game adaptable to almost everyone. It is essential if you have a fairly large project, but you will tell me that it is easy. The truth is that it is not so much. I say, not so much, because it depends on what you want to translate or how you are going to translate it, which determines the difficulty of said translation. For this video I will take two multiplayer games as an example. I will not use indies, because I want to show that even mega companies compete to see who does it worse. Grab a pen and paper, because if you have a project that you want to make global, it is important that you write down what I am going to tell you. Go ahead. Hire someone who is native or at least Latino and speaks Spanish. No, Diego, no, you don't count as Latino just because your ancestors came to America and stayed to have your mother. You're just American, you're not special. Back to the topic. Hire someone who knows at least something about Latin America, but let's take it step by step. In the description of this video there will be a link that will take you to the Instagram of someone whose native language is Spanish. So, if you have a project, go right to him after watching the video. He charges like $20 per game. Watch your game carefully. Although it may not seem like it, there are actually companies that simply take everything very lightly, alienating players. That's what the multiplayer game example is for. Imagine being a big company, you have a good game, but you have something seriously wrong that your players have to put up with, the poor translation. In today's case we will use Brawl Stars, a pretty popular game that I play too, so I can complain. Just imagine the average player, they added something unique to your favorite character and the translation, it's crap. You will clearly say that it does not affect you, but many would even stop playing or not even care about that reward. Why? Because you have to play at least 6 days a week to get that crap. What a company, you handle thousands of dollars but you don't know how to use Google Translate. Is it so difficult to put the word, as is in the translator and paste it? One thing before continuing, apparently the translations are done in Spain, which is stupid, since in Spain things are used that in Latin American Spanish is quite ridiculous. I won't change the script either, because the things that are written are so horribly done that it gives me more strength to continue editing this. And if they wanted to make a kind of reference, why do you choose an animal that you have no idea exists, instead of one of the more well-known animals? Also, while editing this video I discovered that apparently marmot is a way of calling someone lazy, although it is equally silly. They are supposed to translate the game for all of Latin America, not just for them, and yet they put things that only they understand. Don't make that mistake and hire me instead. I know how to make players happy, because I am a player. Here's another example. Eve is a character whose title is Madre. It would be fine for the character if there weren't another character with exactly the same title. Since she's an alien, why not name her Parásito? I am perfectly aware that Eve's title in English is also Mother, but I also emphasize this because several titles have been blatantly changed, and it seems stupid to me on the part of translators to change things that are good and make them worse, but not change something that is wrong from the original language. At the end of the video I will give you an example. She also spawns a lot of offspring, so why not name her the adolescente latina promedio? This is my Let's go with another example. Now we go to Brawlhalla. I love this game and it has almost the same system as Brawl Stars, since to unlock the character title you have to fill a progression bar. What Brawl Stars does wrong, Brawlhalla does excellently. Since not only the title you get is excellently translated, but by just using it, all your rivals will know which character is your favorite without having it on, not like the other, unless it is something specific. Even you will doubt if there even exists a character with that title. If you want to get involved in a language you know nothing about, at least use the translator. Now let's go to another point, comparing both. Do you think that someone is going to presume that their favorite character has a title of an animal that only very few know is from this meme? Yeah, this animal here is a groundhog, and the truth is I didn't know it either, until I looked it up and said it's the one in the meme. Or do you think they are going to show off a title that sounds tragic, imposing and above all great? Because, if you put the character title as the most difficult thing to get, it's because you want your player to wear it to show off. I know that sensei is a Japanese word and that it is not translated, but here I give the point to Ubisoft, since sensei, if we translate it, gives us squad. And it does not sound so good to put the last of the squad. Because the reference for Red Raptor are the senseis, and the last sensei sounds better, since it gives you the idea of belonging to a group, and with sensei you will already know what kind of team, since it is supposed to be Japanese. In conclusion, don't think that Google will charge you $1,000 to use a translator. What the hell? And if you're going to add a pun, put something that at least everyone knows, otherwise it might be like Mermatilacell. If you want to make your game global without fear of people criticizing you for the translation, hire a native. I would do it for $20 and help you with the translation of the entire game. This is the most recent audacity, thanks to a TikTok from YouTuber fangame, for I was able to realize this aberration, and if you are going to call me exaggerated, because it is only one, you can watch the video from the aforementioned YouTuber. I'll leave the link in the description. He speaks Spanish but put the comparison of the title in English and you can use the automatic subtitles. Well, that was all. I would appreciate it if you left your like and subscription. It doesn't cost you anything, so nothing else. See you. Bye.